Evening, everyone. Let me see. Let's go down here real quick. Kill you. Actually, maybe I want to do this in Linux. No, we'll do it in Windows, yeah. I gotta make sure. Alright, everybody, I want to start a little project. It's one that I did before. But I did in C++. And I feel like Go could probably do it a lot better. Oh. What the hell kind of error is that? I mean, no shit, it's oh, it must be totally empty. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. I should rename that. Yeah, I should rename that. Okay, surgery time. Okay, I'm gonna rename this. Yeah, cool. All right. So Turing Tarpit now. I think that's, I can change that. Okay, perfect. And then let's change the Go mod file. Yeah, that'll be better. Nice. Okay. I don't need that. Okay. Okay. All right, ready to go. So, get some water. First thing we got to do, we got to get it to run a build. I might be able to show the previous version. Okay, see if it runs. Ah, okay. So this was the original game. It was a kind of like a weird programmer game. I did sort of just as a first kind of thing I wrote. And what it does is it watches your files looking for changes. So while you code, every time you save, it runs your build. And then so every mistake in your build output, like so all the error lines, turn into hit point damage. So you'll see your health bar dropping. And it keeps track of like how many rounds you had. Like it resets when you get a successful build, that kind of thing. It keeps track of how many times you die. And this is just like a little build indicator. It moves quicker when it's doing a build. So you kind of know it's working. And then I make fun of you. I like make fun of you. I just threw that in for fun. So what it does is it watches you code. And the way I would play it is I would try not to make any mistakes while I'm coding. And I would save. And then if I ran out of hit points, I would go git checkout dot and try again. And it was actually really interesting because like the first couple times I would do something, I would keep, dying, right? Like a game. And then finally I would beat the boss, and I'd actually, the third or fourth time, it would actually be a better implementation. I would do it cleaner and it would come out nicer. So it got annoying after a while. It's not the kind of thing that you do all the time, but doing this in C++ was a real challenge because, it helps to be able to kind of look into Git, look at your Git repository and use that to determine what you're changing. And libgit2 is just really terrible. Like it's very difficult to build. They've got sort of like a really strange header system. It's very strange, right? So I'm having to do all kinds of hacks just to get this to work. So then it occurred to me that Go could do something like this very easily. Like Go is probably better at this than C++. It's very good at launching processes, grabbing their output, handling threads, processing, input and output, writing to a database, calculating statistics. Like it's all easier in Go. So I'm going to basically recreate pretty much this, and I might try one of two things. So we'll get to like a first basic, sort of like just command line one working. And then either I want to check out fine, which is just like a little GUI. But I think in order to give it that game feel, I might use ebtension. Because it doesn't need much. It just needs like a little command line, a little bit of graphics, some lines, text. So that's the plan. Tonight, I'm going to try and get it to just build. That's it. We're just going to start getting it to do some builds and do some stuff. Let's see. What are some intermediate projects someone who is new to Golang should aim for? I got you. I'm a big fan of... I'll show you what that does. So this is kind of study this one, but start from this one and go there. And actually, you can go through a guide if you want. All right, so that will make a little game called Rogue. And my code just kind of like gets you up and running. It doesn't do everything for you. So you can take that and push it real far. Like you can do all kinds of cool stuff. So let me just show you real quick. So you start off with this. So this is Rogue. And believe it or not, it's an incredibly fun game. And you play like a fantasy enemy character going through a dungeon trying to get to the bottom and kill the boss. There's so many variations of this. Probably one of the most popular genres of game out there. So you start with that. And then as you go through the tutorial, you eventually get this, which has almost everything you need to get going. So it has maze generation. It has pathing. So these enemies will path to you. It has the ability to pick up items to do attacks. And that's kind of all you need to get started. After that, it's just, coming up with the idea, making different kinds of enemies. How do you keep track of like information, statistics? How do you do all that stuff? And it's not a lot of code. It's like, I'd say like maybe 500 or 600. No, it's maybe a bit more than that. But it does everything. It shows you how to do the drawing, all that. As you'll see, it redid the map because I died. So I'm down to 1 HP. If you look on the bottom right, I have 20. And there you go. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's chock full. It's definitely take it slow. Take it slow. Understand everything in there. And by the time you're done, you'll learn a ton of stuff. Now, then one other thing, if you also want to learn Go's kind of like bread and butter. So that game, Go's not like a game engine, right? Whatever, you can make a game. But if you really want to know Go's bread and butter, go through the next part. And I'm going to say, this is fun. This is interesting from the perspective of like me as a professional who uses these tools, finding out how hard they are to actually kind of get right. They're actually seem like they're very easy, and they're not. They're actually kind of weirdly difficult. So like no hub here. So this is kind of a challenge of you implement all these common command line tools that you have in Unix, but you try to do them in Go. So this will teach you like the thing that Go is best at, which we're going to do tonight, which is, you know, launching processes and processing files and generating data and parsing data. That's this part. So combining those two, working that little rogue game and then implementing all these little command line tools. And by the time you're done, you'll know quite a lot about Go. Probably more than me. I keep forgetting it. And then one more thing. I also have a blog post that kind of goes with that. This will give you kind of a bunch of information about the game, different resources, everything. So this is later, or whatever GUI we got is later, or maybe we do a TUI instead of a GUI. That could also be another thing. First, we're just going to get a little command line tool. That's it. And I might actually borrow some code from, oops, Onzai probably. If my stupid editor would behave. All right. I probably want to do this actually. Okay, so let me get situated here. All right, let me make the make file. All right, we don't need that. And you know what else we'll do? No. Let's do a new, we'll do make docs here. All right, we'll open up package site, make things a little bit easier. And yeah, we can do that. Okay. So I think we're good. Let's actually go full screen. So Ozai is a project I wrote that does almost the same thing. It's just a little process manager. It kind of watches processes. It's like air, but like a lot less bullshit added to it. Let's pull that out. Pull this over here. All right, we got it. Actually, I don't know if I need anything here. Okay, cool. So now we got all our basics ready. Yeah, so see, I've already got like a launch process thing. Logging. Yeah, so simple. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, the same stuff in C is really hard. And then Go, it's like, yeah, hell. Okay, so we need config. We do not need that. We don't need that. Okay, we can get rid of that. Let's just do it this way. Okay, that gets us started a little bit quicker. And then let me copy over. And I should try to use the embed feature. Okay, so we'll kind of get something up and running. Let's do that. All right, those don't matter. You know, I should also replicate this tester thing, but let's try this. Make. Okay, yeah, so this will give us our basis. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, yeah, so next, okay, get rid of that. Yeah, and I suppose tester could probably do kind of like a fake build tool of some kind, but we'll do like make files and stuff. I guess so now. Okay, so that's a bio copy. All right, get the process ready. Okay, I'll have to study that. I don't really remember how that works. Okay, we don't need the HTTP feature. Launch the process. We don't need that. We have to wait. I wonder if we could do a little web server. Nah. I'm kind of over the whole idea of that. Okay, we'll need a wait group. All right, let's see what we got. Awesome. Okay, map tester, process tester 1. Okay, great. So now we need a weight group of some kind. Yeah, let's go get the weight group. But also, let's copy osize makefile over instead. And let's also, because it's very similar, it's like a similar thing. Okay, got it. Okay, so now we can, let's edit the config. Actually, we should do this. Okay, great. Okay. Now we have to wait for it. Okay, so right here we can use a weight group. Okay, cool. Let's run count 100 ID 1. Let's confirm that does. Yes, this is what we want. It's going to trickle this output. So that'll give us like a little test process we can run. Awesome. Okay, let me edit the git ignore. Nice. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we need a process wait group. I did that somewhere else before. Let me go see. Oh, did I do that in? It wasn't Jankifier, was it? I did that in a project. I suppose I could just go read the docs again, but it'd be nice if I could just use something that does it already. I'm probably Dentata. Yeah. Let's go cheat a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we need the sync module. Sync wait group. Then we do wgo with the function. Wg wait. Got it. I probably have to do. I don't think we can pass parameters, so and then wg wait. Okay. Success. That was like step one. Doing the same thing in C++. It took me like a week. It can do it. It's not bad. It's just, it's infinitely more difficult. Not infinitely, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we got that. We're gonna need a few toys to get this to work right. Just to check it out, let me see. I guess that's 3, this is 4, and this is 2. Perfect. We need to gather both standard error and standard output. Yep, it is doing both. Let me go look at the tools command tester. Let's make sure it's kind of outputting randomly. Let's have it output standard error and standard. Yeah, so let's randomly have it do both. So we're gonna need Yeah, let's do randomness. Randomness is probably better. I think it's rand. Oh. Okay, math rand int. I think I have to do OS. And for consistency, let's do. Yeah, we just use format. Okay, that should work. Okay, so we have to that should be all we have to do. Oh yeah. Sprintf is different. Hey, Sugar Brown, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate the 2 months. Okay, great. And I should tag. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so now we have like a little, basically a test fuzzer, right? That can output standard error, standard input. We'll start doing like fake compilation errors to test our parser. That's the basis of it. Cool. Kicks off 4 processes, runs them. All right, so we just have to, next we have to do, we got 2 choices. File watching or get watching. Get watching, you just kind of check every few seconds. No, we kind of have to do file watching. You want to catch it when it's on, yeah. Okay, research time. What kind of projects? Now, I've heard this is actually pretty terrible, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we can do clones. Yeah, so we got 2 ways we can do this. We might have to do a combo. So we can do it based on file watching. So we have like, yeah, you just make a regex. It's a C++ project, right? So it's like CPP, whatever. And it just watches for any files named .h, .cpp, whatever you say. If they change, they run the build and then look for errors, and you lose hit points if you get an error, right? Now the other way to do it is you wait for changes, but You only do it if it's something that's in your Git repository. Now, if we're thinking statistics, actually no, probably just doing plain old regex. Regex watching is probably the best for when to run a build. But gathering stats, now that's interesting, because one of the stats, right, you want to do when you're kind of doing this this game of code quality, right? One of the stats you want to look at is size and style of change. So if we look at commits, so take this one, for example. So the size of a commit is generally a bit of an indicator that you're going to have errors. So the bigger the commit, the more likely there's an error, right? And it just makes sense. Like, you make more changes, you buy, there's more things you didn't catch, right? So we could use the Git library to just deal with that, like gathering statistics. Each time you have an error, we gather some stats of like how big the change was, how many errors you had per change, that kind of thing. Okay, so we'll shelve that. We'll come back to the Git repository thing later. What we want to do then instead is go file notify. Are we lucky and they have something built in? Where did I use this? And it was actually like not super great. I'm pretty sure. What project was that? I just do it again, but I've done so many similar things. I don't think it was VidCrunch. Might have been SS God. Yeah, SS God. Okay, cool. All right. Basically, I've written like 40% of this thing in other projects. Let's go here. Yeah, okay, it's in the main. Very cool. All right, so let's see if we can get... Oh, no, not Ozai. SS God. Yeah, it seems to require quite a lot. FS notify, okay. Good. Okay, get that. And then oh yeah, it's a pretty hardcore process if I remember right. Yeah, it's like this weird process of like watching a directory and yeah, it's a lot of work. Okay. Okay, so I gotta study this. Okay, we need that. I go funk there. Okay, so you have to do this to update the watch list. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can get it working. All right, so first thing. How am I waiting on those anyway? Okay, so first things first. Alright, so watcher close, defer. Now we're not going to have a wait time or anything like that. We'll skip that. Okay, so we create a go func. Loops forever. Okay, let's just get some logging. Okay. Okay, we'll do this. Let's copy that over. Okay, so that should handle the basics there. Okay, call it. And everyone, I got advertising starting soon. Goal for tonight, probably be done by the next hour. Goal tonight is to get it to watch a directory and run some commands whenever I change a file. And then we basically have the basis of the automated build. Next will be when we run a file, we have to have some regexes that kind of pull some stuff up and check for errors and things like that. Okay, so I probably need this add watch directory. I'm just gonna grab it. I'm not gonna type it up. Now I wonder if I should have it. Yeah, let's just throw in. Actually, we'll just go. Okay, that'll get us a basic test kind of going. I'm kind of curious. I think if we do watchdir, we don't have to do that. This might be kind of a funky combo on this. Okay. Yeah, let's do I think maybe I don't need that. Yeah, let's get rid of the sync group because I think the fs notify library already does kind of wait. But also I think I'm not gonna need a go routine for that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Huh? What are you talking about? It's right there. What? Huh? Why would it think that? Oh, and tester. Wait, hold up. Oh, weird. Why'd I put it there? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I must have put some weird characters here. Oh my god, man. It's so irritating. I'm just gonna do this and this. All right. Need IOFS and path file path. Okay. Okay, so now let's do we get anything? Okay, so we can see if the watchster gets started up. That's what we're looking for. Watchster, where are you at? It claims it's watching it. Instead of // let's just do dot. And let's not launch any processes. We'll just do this. All right, let's confirm that just the watching part works. Interesting, we do need to wait on it. Okay, back to the process group thing. How am I doing it in... how am I doing in this? Oh yeah. I need to read that document again of like some of the tricks you can do with these. If that works, then what's the point of process group? Yeah, still doesn't run. Yeah, I need to kind of dive deeper into the channels. All right, cool. Watching. Good. Okay, seems the only thing it's not doing is this part. I should be getting events. Let me just do... Okay. Yeah, the events are working. Just not modify events. Okay. Okay. So now what that means is let's pull this up. Just say like right about here. Then we come down here. Okay, so this should give us kind of the simulated, I change a file. Oh. Okay, so we're going to pretend. Now it doesn't seem to pick up file changes. Oh, it does, okay. There we go. That's the basis. Watch the directory. When something happens, you run the commands. That's the basics of it. Now, the next thing is setting patterns that will trigger it. And then handling error outputs. So you get the error output from the compiler and you determine statistics. Then probably, I don't know, maybe making a little SQLite database that has like the stats. So you can do like graphs and stuff like that. And then once we got that, Git. So being able to use Git to kind of get more information. Now we have to do a little bit. So we'll need to do a thing where like run build. Because right now, if I change this file, it'll run the build again. Will it? Oh, I suppose that's fine. Yeah. Because run build is just like a for loop. I'd have to do go run build. I have to do that. Let's try that out. Yeah, I think what I'd have to do is like maybe some kind of boxcar thing. Events will come in. So if your build is running, it collects them up and then figure out what to do, discard them or rerun your build, something like that. Cool. If I do it again, yeah. So it'll basically run like tons of your build. Nice. RN Gumby. Well, thank you. Yeah. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello. What is this for? Go can be used for game development. It actually can. Yeah. Actually, it can. Here, I'll show you. So you can use any language for game development. Like if you want an example of that, check out this. This little project will get you on like the path to greatness. Many a fantastic programmer has cut their teeth on that game. It just makes a game like this. This little guy. You ever play a game like this? Dwarf Fortresses like this, Caves of Cud, Rogue, NetHack, Moria, Angband. And then like so many other games copy the genre. So this on a randomly generated maze. You're the guy. You gotta collect up potions. So you gotta kill all the enemies before you run out of health. Which means you have to find a way to path to healing items without running into anything. So very simple, right? But this can turn into something even more and more complex than that. Yeah, see, then I'm stuck. And then it started over. So that's like your basis. Bomberman, yeah. And then if you look at modern settings, you've got like Dead Cells is a rogue. Kind of the defining feature of rogue is that you'll die, but when you start your next round, you have a lot of the abilities from your previous round. So that makes it easier and easier and easier to go keep doing runs and runs and runs. And the other aspect of it is usually some kind of randomization. Well, it doesn't always have to be like that, but generally there's like some randomization. You kind of start over and over and over. And you're trying to get deeper and deeper in the dungeon or get farther in the game and so on. But if you want to make games with graphics, so that's a good start because when you remove the graphics, you're forced to focus on the things that actually make games interesting, which is mechanics, story, items, crafting, game loop. The game loop of Rogue is real simple, but really attractive. And then if you want to get into graphics, Ebit engine is pretty good. So it's just a little 2D engine, but god damn it, I hate this game. But yeah, so you can make little games and they show up in the browser. And you can suck at those games. Ah, damn it. Anyways, so there you go. Check out Ebit engine. But I'd say if you're just getting started, just go and make a little Rogue, man. It's very fun. You'll learn a lot about programming. You don't have to be good at art. You don't really have to be good at art. Pretty Pretty much any art is pretty interesting. What's that really epic roguelike? Flappy's my favorite game. Oh, no, I can't stand that game. It's like a sci-fi, top-down, turn-based, and people love it, man. What's the name of it? It's like something of Amelia or something like that. It's incredibly highly regarded, but the art in it is just like off the wall, like sort of weirdly amateurish on purpose kind of thing. Damn, man. I've been meaning to try to get that game and play it. Is it Cataclysm? Hold up, it might be that. Yeah, I think it's this one. And is this the right one? I believe it's this one. Maybe. No, I think it's a different one. These games have been around forever, but the style of games is different depending on when it was made. And yeah, there's just like a ton of them. Tons and tons of these things. Yeah, here you go. Here's a list of a bunch. Just some of them. I'll have to research it. I'll find it. All right, folks. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve, so I got things I got to go do too. I figured I'd pop in for a short one. So I appreciate you stopping by. It's really fun. Yeah, so we'll work on this probably tomorrow morning. I just want to get some basic working, and then I want to start using it. So I want to start using it to play the game again. So it should be fun. Yeah, we'll have it tomorrow morning. Let's get it doing a simple command line. It'll run. It'll tell me the hit points, that kind of thing. Basic back-end working and gathering the error messages. So that'll be the next one. Yeah, YouTube, my game. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Have fun. And